So this was so sad. And being just so that I'm living in California, I think it has gotten really crazy driving on the roads. It's bad enough that people will cut you off, or they're doing a lot of speeding. They're not watching where they're going, or they're focused on their cell phones, and drunk drivers and whatnot. But now you have freeway shooters. And this story was so sad. I don't know if most people have probably by now, if you hadn't, heard about this horrible story where a mother of a 6-year old that was killed in California, a road rage incident, a shooting that pleads for justice. And so it feels like my life is over. And so it's sad. So this was by the writers Mark Osborne and Zoreen Shah. And so this is really sad because before I even look at this was in Orange County, California, but there has been other freeway shootings and unexplained shootings in people's back of their car or their truck window. And so this one though is a road rage incident. So it's just really sad because you have now people not only with the cell phone drunk driving, now you got to worry about people riding around with firearms that if it's not for a job, if it's not for, law enforcement or purposes that they're supposed to have a firearm, you just got random people riding around with firearms and they're shooting people when they get mad at them on the road. And so a mother who had a 6-year old, his name was Aiden Rios. Now, I'm sorry if I mispronounced his last name, but I believe the first name is Aiden, is speaking out for the first time because her son was fatally shot in an apparent road rage incident. This was on Friday in Orange County, and calling for justice as the killer is on the loose. And that's so scary and creepy because you don't know who this person is. The person hasn't come forward, they haven't found the person, and this person could strike again. So they took her son's life away. She says, they took my son's life away. Aiden's mother, Joanna Clunan, told ABC News Zoreen Shah in an interview airing on Sunday, Good Morning America. So this already aired, that he was beautiful, he was kind, and he was precious, and you killed him for no reason at all. So I want to find them, and I want there to be justice to be served for my son. So Clunan was taking Aiden to school in Yorba Linda on Friday morning when she says that a white sedan cut her off abruptly. Now, there I have seen personally seen more speeding. I don't know if this was just something that these people are doing or if it's related more. I feel like when the pandemic happened, there was more anger, there's more, even more heightened anxiety, and so there's more disregard to the rules of the road, and therefore more speeding and more um, chance of these type of incidences to happen. Um, because people just are like, they're like falling apart, because a lot of things have been happening since 2020 and forward. And so now that they're on this reopening thing, I still think people are still affected. Nothing is the same as it ever was. So people still are affected. That's no excuse though for this horrible crime here. It's the same as like the you see the incidences of the hate crimes that have skyrocketed, that have been really really like exposed lately, where people are going in committing hate crimes towards people in marginalized communities or people of color. And this is like really gotten really out of control. So now you got people riding around with guns in their car. And so Clunan was taking her Aiden to school in Yorba Linda on Friday morning when she says that a white sedan had cut her off abruptly while she was in a carpool lane. driving northbound. This was on the 55 freeway. So someone in the vehicle then opened fire on Cloonan's car, striking Aiden in the back seat. And so he was sitting in a car seat. So as I started to merge away from them, I heard a really loud noise. Cloonan um, said, and so my son said, "Ow!" I had to pull over, and he was shot. And so this poor little boy, he did not deserve any of this. This family doesn't deserve this. It's really sad because you have horrible individuals there behind the wheel and driving with weapons in their car, or they're full of road rage or and what have you, and then this type of stuff happens. So California Highway Patrol Officer Florentino Vera said that the boy was struck in some type of road rage incident while sitting in the booster seat in the car. So the boy's uncle, John Coonan, said Friday night that a single bullet entered through the back of the trunk and hit his nephew. So I pulled over and took him out of the car and tried to put my hands on his wound, calling 911 because he was losing a lot of blood. Joanne Coonan said. So Aiden was taken to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead, and so he meant the world to me, and it was like my life was over, his mother said. And so anybody that's a parent that would have something like this so horrible happen, you know how that feeling, you don't even want to imagine how that would feel. So that was my baby. I've never thought pain like this could exist. Yeah. So it's just really I don't agree with people riding around with firearms and they're mad at somebody. So I can understand, some people they do things and there's a few words and you move on, or maybe there's no words and maybe you put up the middle finger at them or something. It's rude, but you're not using a gun and shooting people. This is crazy, guys. But this right here was so sad to me. I thought this is just really sad. They really do need to find this person is riding around right now. Who knows? Somebody else could be a victim of this. So she was the only person in the car. And so in a press conference on Friday, Oliveira asked anyone driving on the freeway in that area during that time at Chapman Avenue about 8 a.m. to call the CHP Santa Ana office at that number listed there, 714-567-6000. Joanna Cloonan said that she saw a woman driving a car and a man in the passenger seat, but was unsure who actually fired the weapon in the car. And so this is when they had closed off the freeway when the incident had happened. So police were investigating, walking along the closed northbound lane of 55 freeway south of Chapman Avenue looking for evidence following the shooting on Friday, May 21st, 2021 in Orange County. And so I hope that people see this interview and understand that this is not okay. And it isn't. She's right. I agree. It isn't okay. And it's very scary because this person is out there and somebody else could fall prey to this, a victim to this type of crime. So whatever and whoever these people are, and whatsoever reason, this is not okay. Um, Joanna Cloonan said. So it should never happen again. So whatever help is this does, that's my intention for my son. So his family remembered the boy who just celebrated his 6-year old birthday last week as the most loving, kind soul, his mother said. So everybody meant met everybody he talked to, everybody he met and he talked to, he would compliment them and be kind to them before he could talk. So John Cloonan said this, and he was walking up to you and he was putting his head on your shoulder or your lap and kissing you. So he was a very loving and friendly child. So he was a beautiful, beautiful soul. And so this is the scene of the incident right here when this happened. And so so there's a GoFundMe page established for the family already that They have raised $130,000 in just one day. So gun violence is on the rise in Southern California. It is, I have to agree. Los Angeles, there has been 66% increase in shooting victims compared to last year at this day. So that's why I was saying that it seems like since this pandemic that people like have gotten a little more aggressive than normal. Um, that what we normally have here. And so this is a sad incident. I just thought I would mention it. It's just this person is running around. You don't know where they could strike next. And if they get so mad cutting somebody off and then they shoot at a person, who else are they gonna do this to? And you just don't wanna. You don't know who to trust, what's safe, and I have been noticing a lot of speeding up and down Vermont Boulevard. Uh, Also, we have a thing called takeovers, and so what they do is they do donuts in the street. You'll see like tire tracks. You'll also see what looks like somebody was like maybe drag racing. Every now and then you'll hear like cars sound like they're on a dragway strip, and they'll be going up and down Crenshaw, up and down Vermont Boulevard, and this is in the South Los Angeles area. And so it's just so dangerous, and you don't know who's walking out there, who could get hit. You could be driving, following all the rules. These people aren't following the rules, and you wonder where are the police when you need them. But for those situations in those cases, but never to be found. You just keep hearing about all these other horrific shootings involved with the police where people are really not they're not really doing any much of anything in some incidences, but these incidences where are they when you need them? So anyway, having said that, I'm gonna let this video go. This is just really sad that this child lost his life due to a senseless killing.